And now we'll move on to what I'm going to call Disinformation Monday. Out of the gate, many of y'all saw the videotape from State Farm Arena. I spent hours with our post-certified investigators, Justin Gray from WSB, spent hours with us going over this video to explain to people that what you saw, the secret suitcases with magic ballots, were actually ballots that had been packed into those absentee ballot carriers by the workers in plain view of the monitors and the press. The reason they were packed away is because they were under the misbegotten impression that they were getting to go home, which if you notice, when you go back to see the videos on this, they were packing these things up 10:30 at night. You see some of the same people there at 7 and 7:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning setting up those tables. They had been there all day long. They were tired and wanted to go home, and they thought they could. What happened around that time, for many of you who were with us on election night, saw the secretary leaving around a similar time. We had heard that they were knocking off for the day, and he was understandably not happy with that and made that very clear, I think, on the way out the door. So our elections director for the state called the Fulton County elections director, Rick Barron, who was at the English Avenue warehouse doing election day activities, not at State Farm Arena, and said, "Why are y'all knocking off?" And he basically said, "What do you mean we're not knocking off?" And he goes, "Well, from what we understand at State Farm, they are." So Rick got off that phone call. Then you see Ralph Jones at State Farm Arena getting a phone call around that time as he's literally with blue seals in his hand to seal up these containers. And you can see his shoulders kind of slump for a second. Then he goes over and does some more work on the side, I think ginning up the courage to go tell these workers who had been there all day, "Hey guys, we have to stay here longer to keep scanning at least the batches we have." So you can watch all this happen. You can see it from the beginning to the end. We watched the beginning of that thing, and let's be clear. There was no water main break. There was a urinal that they turned off during the downtimes of State Farm because there's no events going on there, and it had a little slow leak that came over the side. We have the videotape, and we're working to get this videotape online, but it's 80 gigabytes, and we don't really have a tool to let y'all run through it all right now. We're trying to figure that out right now, so we got it into manageable bites of the most important parts of the day. That should be hopefully online today or tomorrow. So you'll see when they walk in and they see the obvious water leak on the floor. You will see when they move all the stuff out of the way. You will see the Zamboni little carpet dryer thingy driving around. I mean, you can see all these things happen. You can see the table get put in place. And what's really frustrating is the president's attorneys had this same videotape. They saw the exact same things the rest of us could see, and they chose to mislead state senators and the public about what was on that video. I'm quite sure that they will not characterize the video if they try to enter it into evidence, because that is the kind of thing that could lead to sanctions, because it's obviously untrue. They knew it was untrue, and they continue to do things like this.